in case you didn't remember, I'm a PT up at Northwestern. How was everyone's runs this week? Run during the nice weather? Mm-hmm. I was hoping we might be lucky today, but it was a no-go. So today our topic is nutrition before and after a run. That is not a PT's subject of intent, so I'm going to read a couple things that we did a little bit of research on today. So we found that it recommends that 2 to 3 hours prior to a run, you should eat a meal rich in complex carbohydrates. Complex carbohydrates are those rich whole grain breads, vegetables, pastas that are going to provide the slow and steady fuel. So it's going to sustain you for a longer amount of time as opposed to that like chocolate bar that you'll run for like 10 seconds and then be like, I'm done. After a run, they recommend to have a glucose drink within 15 minutes to help replenish your tired muscles. That's, I think, probably where that chocolate milk after a run came from, or Gatorade, Powerade, whatever. So that's going to help. Your muscles are going to absorb that faster and be able to refuel easier so you can go about your day. And then 2 hours after a run, it's recommended that you eat a meal with protein, complex carbohydrates to help with muscle and tendon repair. So protein's super vital to muscle and tendon repair. Even if you're just injured, consuming more protein or kind of being mindful about the type of protein you're consuming is super important. It's recommended for runners eating lean protein, so like chicken, tofu, not ground beef. Or maybe you can get that lean ground beef, I don't know. Eggs, nuts, or fish is going to be really the high quality protein that your body's going to want during and after a run. And then again, the complex carbohydrates, so whole grains, vegetables, pasta, bread, that kind of stuff. A balanced meal is considered, I think now they're doing that plate. You might know more about this than me, actually. So it's supposed to be 20% fat for your balanced meal, 60% complex carbohydrates, 20% protein. So if you can imagine splitting up your plate into that sort of Venn diagram sort of thing that they have going on now. And then water's really important during, after, before a run. It's recommended that you consume at least 8 cups of water a day, and kind of not being like, I didn't get my 8 cups of water in, and chugging it all before bed, but trying to drink periodically throughout the day is really important. Is anyone running in the morning? No. Are you having a snack before you run? Not always. Sometimes it's hard if you're waking up at like 4 to have a quick bite, like a half a banana or something, but it does help sustain you for the duration of that run, so you'll feel less tired afterwards. So it is recommended. It's usually easier to eat before you run at the end. I hope you eat before you run at the end of the day. Like at least you've had lunch. Hopefully. Does anyone have any questions for me, or you might know more about nutrition than I do?
When we go into the schools, we tell the kids to avoid all the energy, like the Gatorade and all of that, especially if it's just like a 20-30 minute run, but to eat like a piece of fruit and water is really, so you're getting all the fiber and everything, and you're not just like replenishing all those calories with sugar right away. Yeah, and then my plate, we always think about just filling half the plate with fruits and veggies, and then the other half with some carbohydrate and then some protein. And they can be plant-based proteins too.
What if you're not having sugar and therefore no carbs? Like I haven't had sugar since last summer.
Are you including like brown rice in that? And so that you're leaving out the whole complex carbohydrate food group. I would talk to your doctor mostly about that, or like, I'm not a registered dietitian, but.
I'm just wondering, like I haven't had any issues feeling like hungry while I'm running or tired afterward. So I was just curious about that, like why that and not vegetables or protein? like a
Well,
hard-boiled egg.
Simple sugar.
Yeah.
Yep.
Like she was saying, like you can have a fruit instead of the chocolate milk Gatorade sort of deal.
Yeah.
Because it's
But you're not
a
eating,
more
you're not
full
eating
food.
fruit.
Yeah.
Yeah. Are you eating vegetables? Because they're carbohydrates
Okay.
too. Yeah.
Yep. Great. Done.
Eat vegetables.
Yeah.
Yep.
And I mean, have you logged your nutrition just to see what the breakdown ends up being, or just?
Nope.
Yeah.
Not at all. Yeah. Nope. Just protein and vegetables.
Yeah. I mean, if it's working for you, but I would always suggest like running it by your doctor and making sure, because sometimes leaving out a whole food group can push your body into a different way of burning energy, and it may or may not be good in the long run.
So far, so good.
Yeah, if you're feeling good,
Yeah.
everybody's different.
All right. Any other questions regarding that? I like the idea of no Gatorade and a fruit and water instead a lot. Oh, well, the kids are probably like, I'll eat 10.
Show how much sugar is in there.
Yeah,
Really, unless you're like out there running, you know, for
marathon.
an hour.
Did everyone sign in?
Definitely need credit for today.
You definitely get credit for today. No rain jacket?
No, I'm taking my summer job.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, you're good. So why don't, since we're doing a little bit longer of a run today, why don't we spread out and we'll do some of the dynamic stretching like we went over a couple weeks ago. We probably don't need too much room, but so let's just start with bringing knee to chest. We'll just do 10 times on each side. I'm on 8. 9. 10. Good. And then we'll just do some butt kicks. Yeah. Look at that routine. And then let's do some of the ones where you're reaching out. Yeah. 2. 3. 4. 5.
Oh, yeah, mine too.
6. 7. 8. 9. 10. Good. Just last one, we're just going to step back and lunge down instead of doing the walking ones. So just a little mini one just to get that muscle warmed up. We'll do it 10 times on each side. I'll count in my head. Nine, 10. Nice. And then if you just want to take a second and do a static stretch of whatever you feel like is tight. I always do my hamstrings because sitting down all day. Alrighty, so today we have an 18-minute run, 5-minute jog. We'll go, and if you want to lead us towards the path and we can check out and see if it's dry enough to run on. And if not, just 5-minute walk.